Hi guys, welcome to your very own channel Chronicles of Traders। आज हम बात करेंगे about trend lines and support resistance। अगर आपने last video about support and resistance नहीं देखा है, so I would request you please go and watch it. It is going to be very helpful for you to understand this video. So let's move on. The agenda of this video is quick recap of support and resistance. We would be talking about trend lines and support and resistance. And the most important point is how to utilize this knowledge. So let's recap about support and resistance. So if you see these lines which are drawn here, the price has come down to this point and bounced back. Again it has come down to this point and it has bounced back, and then again this point and it has bounced back. So यहाँ पे हमें क्या नजर आता है? हमें ये नजर आता है कि यहाँ पे बायर्स ने अपनी पकड़ बनाई और प्राइस को ऊपर लेके गए। जब वापस सेलर्स ने सेल करने की कोशिश की तो बायर्स ने फिर से अपनी पकड़ बनाई और प्राइस को ऊपर लेके गए, एंड देन अगेन दी सेम पैटर्न। सो दीज आर द मेजर सपोर्ट पॉइंट्स दैट आर विजिबल टू अस। लेट्स सी रेजिस्टेंस। सो व्हेन बायर्स फ्रॉम हियर ट्राइड टू ब्रिंग अप द प्राइस, sellers came into picture. So what happens here is when buyers are trying to bring the price, or what we can say is so what we see here is when the price is brought up by the buyers, now sellers see an opportunity to sell this price. So there are two things happening. One is the buyer who has got a good profit, he is turning into seller and just selling out the good profit or just doing the profit booking. And the shorters, as in the person who short sells the stock, he is also looking at the opportunity and sells this, and therefore the stock goes down. Again the same thing which is observed here, and again the same thing which is observed here. So this plays as a resistance. So this area or this line plays as a role of resistance. Hope this is clear to you. Let's talk about what's trend. So trend is something which is a direction. So trend equal to direction. It's a phase in which the stock price is. If the stock price is moving up, then it's called as a uptrend. If the stock price moves down, then it's called as a downtrend. A trend can be identified by combination of days, weeks or months. So we would be going to charts and looking at how does this look. But before that, so let's try to understand how to write the trend. Not all trends are same. So if you see, I'm drawing a chart where we see the price is making higher highs and higher lows. I've drawn a line with higher lows and with higher highs. So the last price is less than the current price of low, and the last closing price of high is less than the current high, or we can say the current high is greater than the last high and the current low is greater than the last low. So this is example of strong uptrend. Now if we look at the another chart that I'm drawing, it shows an example of lower lows and lower highs. This means that the last high is a greater than current high and last low is greater than current, or we can also say the current high is lower than the last high, or the current low is less than the last low, and this is a downtrend and it's a strong downtrend. Both the charts show us that it's a strong bearish or strong bullish trend where the price is going up or down. I hope this is clear to you. So now looking at a different example where the price moves in sideways manner and then goes to uptrend, then again starts moving in sideways manner, and then it could go in a downtrend or a uptrend. The first part you see is a accumulation part where the price is in accumulation phase, then it moves into uptrend, and then it moves into distribution phase. This is a distribution phase. So first it's a accumulation phase, then after that there is a uptrend and there is a distribution phase after that. After the uptrend there could be a downtrend or also uptrend. So it depends how the price has reacted at that level. So these type of charts are called as weak trend charts. Why they are called as weak trend charts? Because they don't have a complete uptrend or complete downtrend, although they have a big distribution and accumulation phase and a small trending phase that could be a uptrend or a downtrend. We would be looking at examples on the investing.com charts. This is a Sun Pharmaceuticals Industries chart, also called as Sun Pharma. And if we are trying to draw a trend or trying to see a trend, this is a downtrend that we look at, and then this is a uptrend. But if you look at this was a small accumulation phase that we see. If I expand it, you will see this is a small accumulation phase, and then from here till here it's a complete distribution phase after the uptrend. So that is how the chart for the Sun Pharma looks. So let's try to look at a different chart. Let's take an example of a good chart, that is HUL, Hindustan Unilever. So if we look at the monthly chart of Hindustan Unilever, we observe that it's always in a uptrend. So this is an uptrend that we see. If I change it to a daily chart, then you would see that here it was an uptrend till this point, and then there was this accumulation phase, the distribution phase, and then a downtrend, and then again a uptrend. So if we look at the monthly chart of Hindustan Unilever, what we see is a uptrend. So it has always been in a uptrend. Although if we change the time frame, as we see the time frames are 5 minutes, 1 hour, 1 day. So if we go ahead and change it to 1 day, you could see different trends. So if you could see a uptrend, then you could see a accumulation or the distribution phase, then you could see a downtrend, then you will see a uptrend. So basically a trend is something that you observe for the period of time, and it's very much dependent on which period you are trading. So if you are an intraday trader, you would look at the 1 day trend or the 1 day time frame, try to understand history of the daily chart, and try to understand if it is a uptrend or a downtrend. Accordingly, you will try to trade on that day or on the next day. So I hope this is clear to you. After trends, we are going to look at exponential moving average, which would be our go-to indicator, and in that we would be using 20 MA or 50 MA. Let's go to indicators. In the indicator, we are going to look for moving average exponential indicator. Okay, and then change the value here to 20. So this 20 on a daily chart means 20 days. Okay, the average of last 20 days. If you look at this, when the stock price crosses 20 days moving average, I'll just mark it for you. So we have plotted a 20 days exponential moving average. If you see here, this is an uptrend. So when we see the price crosses the 20 days moving average, which is here, it becomes an uptrend, and when it crosses downside, then it becomes a downtrend. So if you look at the chart, it's going to happen on every point. It's happening at every point. This is how we would be using 20 days moving average for riding the trend, okay, or to be on the right side of the trend. It shouldn't be that it's an uptrend and then you start and then you sell the stock, because there would be a higher chances that you would be on the wrong side of the trend and you could make a loss. So always try to be on the right side of the trend for that particular stock. So let's try to take an example of Tata Motors. Now if you see, this is a huge downtrend after accumulation phase, and as the price crossed the 20 MA, we see a huge downtrend. Now you can choose moving average depending upon how much risk you carry. Okay, so basically 20-day moving average are for the people who can take more risk, and 50-day moving average is for the people who are safe traders. So we have talked about how exponential moving average is going to be a helpful tool or indicator for us while riding the trend. The next thing is how support and resistance line is going to help us riding the trend. So we'll cover this once we start drawing the trend. So let's try to understand how to draw a trend line and what we look at. So we look at swing high and swing lows. We look at where the price has respected in past. The most important thing here is we connect minimum 2 swing highs or lows to draw a trend line, and then we look for a breakout. Okay, so let's try to understand this on chart. So again we are back on investing.com and we are looking at the chart of Reliance Industries. So we select a line and then we try to connect 2 points as mentioned in the presentation. Okay, let's try to keep it simple for now. So when we connect 2 points, we see that it's an uptrend. Now it's possible that we connect from beginning. Okay, we connect these points. Again it shows the same thing, right? It says that it's a uptrend. One other thing that we could do is connect the swing highs. So the swing lows, as you see, this line plays a role of support and the swing highs plays a role of resistance. So if, let's take an example, if someone would have bought the share here at 2030, he got a good return of 2146 here. That's around 110 points. So let's try to do a intraday mapping. Let me delete this. Okay, let's try to do a intraday mapping looking at 15 minutes chart. Okay, so looking at 15 minutes chart, we'll try to connect 2 points, right, as mentioned in the presentation. So here you can see that I'm able to connect more than 2 points. Okay, this is first, this is second, this is third. This is more than 2 points, right? And then those are the swing highs, and then what we do is we connect the swing lows. This becomes your resistance and this becomes your dynamic support. So that is dynamic support and dynamic resistance. The price goes up, hits the resistance points, comes down, the price goes up and then stays there, and then there is a breakout. If someone would have bought the share here, they made a good profit until this point. Now how a person would be able to understand what would be his target, right? Basically target is all, the target can be set in 2 ways. The target can be set, it should be double of this distance, it can be the double of this distance, that can be the target. So basically drawing a line is very simple. It's just connecting 2 swing highs and swing lows. So as we see, this is an uptrend chart. So the swing highs are connected and the swing lows are connected in a uptrend fashion. Let's try to look at a downtrend chart. So this is a downtrend chart of Tata Motors and we are looking at 15 minutes time frame. and what we are going to do is we are going to connect two swing highs. So these are, as you see, a lower high and then again a lower low. This is how it works. So a lower high, then again a lower high and a lower low. So this is how the downtrend looks. So coming back to the presentation, we have learned that how to look at swing highs and swing lows. We have seen how to connect minimum two swing highs or swing lows, and we have also looked at the break. We have also seen that how to set the target, that would be the first target, and we have also understood how to set the stop loss. The stop loss is something which would be very important for the retail trader. It would be dependent on your position sizing and after you perform the risk assessment, and you should always look at the immediate support or resistance if it is a downtrend or uptrend respectively. So basically it's all about utilizing the knowledge. So what you should do is draw a support and resistance line, or at least try to understand the area of support and resistance, starting with the higher time frame and then going to lower time frame. You should only utilize this when the market is trending. This is not going to help you in a accumulation phase or a distribution phase. At least connect 2 points. So at least connect 2 swing highs or 2 swing lows to draw a trend line. Always look for the price action. As it says, price action is must. The market will show its hand. Price action could be done in different manner, and make sure you enter every trade with risk to reward ratio, low risk and high reward. In the next video, we would be talking about best tools and indicators in stock market, how you can utilize those tools, how you can utilize those indicators to help you with price action. Although these would be 10-minute series which would be covering most of the required things you need in stock market. So guys, in case you have any questions, queries or any confusion, you can write to us at chroniclesoftraders@gmail.com.
Please like and share the video and do subscribe to the channel. Thank you guys. Have a great day ahead.